Nobody else would take me.
My daughter used to overdose.
My life before coming to Collier House was a complete mess.
I had like a really toxic home environment.
I had come here from jail.
Toxic and unmanageable.
Most of the time I was like by myself, so it was really lonely.
I had been in many rehabs and facilities and hospitals.
Before I met Collier House, I was suicidal. Me and my mom didn't get along. I was beaten, I was starved.
I was homeless and I had nowhere to go.
Collier House is a supervised transitional living program. So it's for young women ages 16 to 21 who would otherwise be homeless or who have aged out of the foster care system and who really need a place, a safe place, a supportive place.
The way that we address their trauma and past experiences is individualized. We need to really tune into the girls and find out what happened, and how we can move forward in putting together therapy, some outside resources, but how we also interact with the girls. And for that we have the sanctuary model here. We have the 7 commitments that we use, and we teach that to the girls when they come in, so we have this nice common language.
It changes the question from what's wrong to please tell me what's happened. And that makes all the difference. Rather than focusing on what they're doing wrong or what's not working, we really come from a strengths-based perspective, and we ask the question, what's happened and what would you like for your future?
When they come here, there's this real sense of unity and caring and trust. And that sometimes we can get a backlash from, because that's really hard for them. They've never had that before.
So much of communication is nonverbal, and this has provided questions that everyone can ask that wouldn't be responded to with defense, because you hear them every day. So it allows for a much deeper, richer conversation. We also provide therapeutic services that is really nice for the girls to receive within their home, because it's in their natural environment, so they don't have to wait a week to talk to somebody. They can seek somebody out at that moment.
It's more like family oriented, like not entirely just treatment. It's a lot more involved than most places would be. Like we go on like different trips.
There's a lot of programs out there and a lot of them are the same. And I knew this one was different from the very start. First day I got out of jail, I had my interview, and the first question Kerry asked me was, what is your favorite color? And I've never been somewhere where somebody wanted to know you and who you were. It was always about your past and the things that you did in the past. It wasn't about you as a person. And Kerry really took that to the next level, and it's who you can be today and who you could be in the future.
It gives youth the opportunity to be able to learn independent living skills, to process what's happened to them in their life so far, so that they're not carrying that into their 20s.
Life at home was really hard, and I didn't have the support of my husband when it came to disciplining the children. So to my surprise, she did really well here, and they made her follow the rules, and she had no choice but to follow them. And that really was a wonderful thing.
I've learned that not everyone is out to get you, and that trusting people is okay sometimes.
I learned to be a productive member of society, and not everybody is against me, that there is people out there that want to help me.
They made sure of things that I couldn't put in place at home. I wanted to, I just couldn't.
The ultimate goal for the residents once they leave Collier House is that they would be self-sufficient.
I feel it's important for Collier House to exist so these beautiful people can come and have a place to heal, a safe place, a place where they feel heard, maybe for the first time in their lives.
The community should definitely invest in Collier House because it's a different type of program. There's a lot of programs out there and a lot of them are the same.
To invest in Collier House is to invest in people and to invest in their future.
If I wasn't able to be accepted into this program, there was nowhere else for me to go. So I am extremely grateful for Collier House because they saved my life.
I could never repay them for everything that they did for my daughter, and they looked for nothing in return.
It has made me a completely different person than I was.
If I didn't find Collier House, there was really nowhere for me to go.
Well, she's married now. Her and her husband live very close to us, around the corner.
I came out of this with such a different light. I wasn't suicidal. I'm 10 years now. People automatically assume and judge, and that's why I think people should be educated about the Collier House.